Hello my friend, it is I, Vadim. How are you doing? Today I'm going to build the perfect 1080p gaming PC and I'm going to test it in the most popular titles. Hold on, this is awkward. I forgot to buy a CPU, but I think I can fix this. Let me check this real quick. Maybe I can buy one from Amazon now. Yeah, Ryzen 5 2600, 123 euros, good price, and usually dispatched within 3 to 5 days. Yeah, but I want one right now. Maybe there is a way to get it now? Whoa, look at that. Well, it is sorted, I guess. Alright, now that I have the CPU, we can start building. Okay, so let's go over the parts that I'm going to use for this build. 16 GB of Patriot memory, RTX 2060 by EVGA, Ryzen 5 2600, 6-core 12-thread CPU, good RAM SSD, 512 GB, M.2. MSI B450A Pro Max motherboard. You can actually use a cheaper model. I am using this one because it's just a little bit nicer, and also I want to test some things with the memory later on for the channel, so that's why I went with this one, because it has great memory support. 500 watt power supply, and also I'm using the stock cooler that comes with the CPU. This PC costs under $800 or 750 euros. You can build one just like it right now. I will leave the links to all the PC parts I used in the description below. This PC will handle all games at 1080p on ultra or close to ultra settings, producing very high FPS. So let's test some games. But first, we need to get the Windows 10 for this PC. Costly Windows 10 keys can break the budget. You can solve this problem by buying a very cheap Windows 10 key from today's video sponsor, cdkoffers.com. Use code IV20 at checkout for an additional 20% off your purchase. The key is delivered instantly. You can copy, save it, and activate your Windows 10 license right away. Link is in the description below. The first game I want to test is Call of Duty Warzone. As you can see, the resolution is set to 1080p and everything else is maxed out. All settings are set to their highest value and ray tracing is enabled. Well, minus all the nasty effects like motion blur and film grain. Okay, so we are in the city and FPS here usually is quite low, and as you can see, we are sitting at around 90 FPS on average, and that is on maximum quality settings. So yeah, if you were to lower the settings a little bit, you would have over 100 FPS easily. Here's another area, and again, sitting at around 90 FPS. Pretty nice. Let's move on to the next one. This is Red Dead Redemption 2, very graphically intense game, as you can see 1080p, and here we are targeting ultra to high settings mainly, with a few mediums, but it is still looking very good. This is optimized settings to target good quality. As you can see, most of them are on ultra or high, and we're running on Vulkan API. Let's have a look at the FPS. Here we're just entering Blackwater. As you can see, there's quite a few lights. Game is looking beautiful. And to get 60 plus FPS, I mean right now it's 75, 76. Anything above 60 in this game is just amazing. So in reality you can even turn up some of those other settings that I've set to medium, turn them up to high, and you probably still will get about 60 plus FPS. I'm extremely impressed with this build. Look at that. 80 plus FPS. Let's gallop a little. Yeah, I think we've seen enough. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is Fortnite. 1080p, everything is set to epic. DLSS turned off and ray tracing is turned off as well. If you want me to test DLSS and ray tracing performance on this PC, let me know in the comments below and hit that like button to let me know that you are interested, and I will make a dedicated video testing all the games I can find with the ray tracing and DLSS. Okay, so we're running epic settings. It looks pretty good. +100 FPS right here. And if we go outside, 90. Oh, I think someone wants to fight. I must say that I am not a Fortnite player, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Let's try to get this guy. Oh. Oh, nice. So yeah. If you lower the settings, the FPS will be even higher. Let me show you. So if we lower the settings to high, view distance will set it on epic. Let's go back. And look at that, 100 plus. No worries. So if you enable DLSS, you can probably get even more. This is PUBG in 1080p, everything set to ultra. No compromises. It is not a problem for the CPU to handle games at over 100 FPS. It can do even more than 100. It can do up to 200. You will see that in the next game. But should I remind you that this is on ultra settings, everything on ultra. And we're seeing 100 plus FPS in PUBG. I think it is pretty darn impressive. Nice. And the last game I want to show you today is Rainbow Six Siege. 1080p, field of view set to maximum, 90. And graphics are set to ultra. Ultra textures and highest quality where it is possible. I decided to show you built-in benchmark for this game because you can check it against your PC or any other PC for that matter. As you can see, Ryzen 5 2600 is not a bottleneck whatsoever. It can produce over 200 FPS, no problems. So you can even increase the settings, like turn AA up to 2x. or even higher if you want to. Overall, I am very impressed with this build and highly recommend it for anyone who is planning on gaming at 1080p in late 2020. The benchmark is about to finish, and I want to thank everyone who's made it so far into the video. It was I, Vadim. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.